This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. I sure love being here helping you with playing the guitar. This is lesson 31 in this mini course, which is all about basic chords and strumming. So in those first several lessons, we worked on the basic chords like G, C, D, D7, A7, E7, B, 7, E minor, and so on. All the basic chords we play in first position. We also worked on strumming patterns, the most common, best ones to use for the different songs that we want to play. And we worked on power chords and bar chords. So tons of stuff. In this last sort of leg of the race in this mini course, I'm introducing different types of chords that we occasionally run into, but that we do see in the songs that we want to play. So we've done C add 9, so sometimes we see add 9 chords. We did G over B, sometimes we see those slash chords. In this lesson, I'm talking about augmented chords. So sometimes we run into augmented chords. When we run into an augmented chord, the chord symbol has the root name and then a plus sign, or sometimes in parentheses you'll see #5. So I've got 3 different augmented chords up here that are pretty common to run into from time to time, and we'll practice a little bit with those. So we'll start with C augmented. What is an augmented chord? Well, it takes the fifth of the chord, so a chord has a root, a third, and a fifth, and it takes the fifth and it makes it a #5, so it raises it by 1 fret, and we get this augmented sound. If you want to know more theory, you can check out the Chords and Harmony books and the videos that come with that. It goes into greater detail than I will today. There's also quick answer videos that go into greater detail, and other videos in the online academy and so on, books in the method book series. So you can find out more help if you want to know more. But we're going to practice with this one, which we run in from time to time. I like to mute the top string. So the index finger will play both of these on the first fret on the second and third strings, and then just mute that top string. So from playing C, I just lift and kind of mute down, or just don't strum the top string. You could move your fingers around if you wanted to, but I just kind of bar that. And then the other two are the same as they are in the C chord. So middle finger goes 2nd fret, 4th string, ring finger goes 3rd fret, 5th string, and we get that augmented. So if you practice going back and forth between C and C augmented, it's a great thing to do. In this lesson, we're going to use down, down, up, down, up, down, up as our strumming pattern. It's a really familiar one, so that allows us to just worry about this new chord, not worry about the strumming. Go back and forth between those two. Okay, and we'll try that with this chord progression here. Hear it a little bit in context. C, C augmented, F, G. And we'll just repeat that a few times. 1, 2, ready, and we got C to the C augmented, to F, and G. Do it again. C, C augmented, to F, augmented to F to G, C augmented to F to G. One more time. C augmented and F and G. We'll end there on C. So there's one example. Another one that we might see is D augmented. So I've got that up here. With D augmented, our index finger goes on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. Middle finger goes 3rd fret of the 3rd string. Ring finger goes 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and then we do use that open 4th string. We get D augmented there. That fingering of 1, 2, and 3, just like index, middle, ring, is a familiar shape because we play it for A minor, only our hand is in a different position. We play it for E, our hand's in a different position. Now it's a D minor, and our hand's in a different position. So you can go back and forth between D and D augmented. makes it a chord augmented is that it's a major chord with the fifth of that chord sharped or raised by 1 fret. So if you look at this chord here, our D chord, we normally have the fifth of the chord is actually right here, and so it's just raised by 1 fret, and that's what turns it in to the augmented. And with the C, we normally have an open string here. That's actually the fifth of the chord, and then we lay that down. Now that's a lot of theory, and if you want to know more theory or understand even what I'm talking about, if that doesn't make sense to you, there's other videos out there that can help you with the theory of these chords and many others in the online academy, so you can check those out. So we have D, D plus, we're going to have G, we have A7. Sometimes we'll play a dominant 7th chord that is augmented, meaning it's a dominant 7th chord but that fifth is sharped. And an example that we sometimes run into is A7 plus. So we'll know it's a dominant 7th when we see that 7 next to the root and then we see the plus sign. So in this case, the fifth is normally on that 2nd fret on the 4th string, and it's got to go 1 fret higher. Now with this, the top string is also the fifth, so you have to mute that one to get the A7. So I just put my index finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, and then my my middle finger on the 3rd fret of the 4th string. Play those inside 4 strings. Okay. So if you want to do A7, a little bit to that A7 augmented, go back and forth, get comfortable there. And we'll play this chord progression. Now we're going to play D, 1 whole measure, D, augmented 1 whole measure, G, 1 whole measure, and then A7 for half a measure and A7 augmented for half a measure. When we get to that last one, we're going to have down, down, up on A7, and then down, up on the A7 augmented. Let's play this one a few times. So you got 1, 2, ready, and we got D to D augmented to G, A7 augmented, D. Augmented to G to A7 and A7 augmented D, D augmented G, A7 augmented D, D augmented G, A7 augmented D, augmented G, A7 augmented, one more time, D augmented G, A7 augmented, and we'll end there on D. Okay, so that introduces you a little bit to the augmented sound and what the chord symbols look like. Of course, there are other ones, there are other chords. If you need help, keep looking at the videos throughout this online academy. Lots of videos here and to come. So you can get lots of help, and with the books in the method book series also have lots of help, especially the ones that have chords and theory and so on. So hope that helps. In the next lesson, in lesson 32, I'll be going over diminished chords. So diminished chords are like a minor chord where we go ahead and flat that fifth, and actually fully diminished sevenths have a double flatted seventh, so they're kind of interesting. We're talking about that in the next lesson. We run into those from time to time. Take care, keep having fun playing the guitar. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. For more in-depth lessons and to progress through a free guitar course, check out my Guitar 101 series on YouTube and my guitar method books, which all come with access to hours of in-depth video lessons. You can find more information about me and my products at KristenBromley.com. Take care.